Hey guys, GoldeeJR back with another live stream, and last time, dang, it's been a while for ECU Dynasty. I think, so we didn't stream yesterday. I think it was 2 days ago in the morning, because I don't think it was night. Um, yeah, 2 days ago, Orange Bowl, and we beat Colorado State in yet another dominant blowout. Now, we haven't played the hardest schedule in the playoffs, but I think we earned it after this. We have to do this. So, also, I know, listen, the rankings are misleading. I believe Miami was ranked when I played them, Tulane, Georgia, Florida, I can't remember if Auburn was. Alabama became ranked after they beat me, and then Ole Miss was also ranked. So, we had a pretty tough SEC schedule. But, we've came out of all of that with only 2 losses. And now we play Kansas State, a team that we are 5-0 against, including beating them multiple times in playoff postseason games. But does that mean we're going to beat them today? It doesn't. It does not mean we're going to beat them today. They've got a great offense. We've lowered in overall somehow. This is going to be, hey, we're playing either Duke, who we've never beaten, or LSU, who we've never beaten if we can beat Kansas State. I'm 0-2 against Duke and 0-1 against LSU. But Kansas State, I'm 5-0. Can I beat the Big 12 Conference champion K-State Wildcats? No reason to waste any time. There's literally nothing to do except get this win. I think I've worn white and black so far in the playoffs, so I think it's purple's turn. Wait. Maybe not, because I think I wore throwbacks in the first round. Yeah, I wore throwbacks, and I wore white and yellow. So I wore yellow pants both times. So it's black's turn. I wore them against, I think I wore the Mambas against LSU, but if we make the Natty, we'll wear regular purple. Okay, yeah, we'll wear purple against LSU or Duke if we make it. And today we're wearing our black and black and whites. And then for Kansas State, yeah, they can wear their purple. I think that's fair. Yeah, I think they're just gonna wear everything normal here. Custom ECU, here we go.
Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, a chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semi-final. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today?
Okay, we are 5-0 against Kansas State. Man, can they go like Georgia did in the Natty a few years back and finally get their first win instead of Nick Saban, GoldeeJR? Their quarterback, an 85 overall junior quarterback, Kofi. Okay. Not going to even try that last name. The running back's a 90 overall, Kevin Carvalho. Oh, that's not as hard to pronounce. Carvalho. And a very great receiver core, by far the best we've seen in the playoffs. They've got Julius Hatchett, Frederick Zelinka, and Cole Blum. Pretty speedy too, but not the epitome of speed or anything. Decent tight end, Marquez Lemon. Better than most times you see in this game. O-line, weak. Not a strong O-line from Kansas State. And D-line is pretty good. Linebackers are about above average, I'd say. Cornerbacks are about average. And safeties, ooh, they got a 69 overall strong safety. So this actually, I don't even know if I call them 87. I would probably lean towards like 85 overall for Kansas State. But at sometimes you can't look at a spreadsheet, look at a roster, and say who's going to win. You've got to play games, and that's what we've got to do today. And we've got to win this game. By the way, the black hoodie under the black jersey for TP13 looks cold. I'm not even going to lie. Are they trying to call me an underdog team? I'm literally the defending national champions. Give the Lampkin on first down. He bounces outside, and that's a great run to start the day. Gain of 10, but they'll mark him short. It'll be 2nd and inches. And on 2nd down and inches, it's fired for Warren Major. And there he goes, down at the 25. Pineda's first throw goes for 40. It's a huge ECU first down. Every game for Pineda may be his last. And that's a quick handoff for Lampkin. One man to beat. Spins back inside and is brought down at the 2. Electric offense so far from East Carolina. First and goal at the 2. It's in McCarron, and he's in. Touchdown. Jamie McCarron, with I think either his first or second touchdown of his collegiate career. East Carolina takes the lead early. And that's not a great return. So their top players are both wide receivers, so we need to be careful of them throwing the football. But they've got a pretty good running back too. I can't sleep on either of them. And quick throw on the screen, and it's a nice first down to start for Kansas State. Kofi had an elite performance last week. On 2nd and 10. And that's a great game again for K-State. D-line didn't really help us much there. 180 carries, 880 yards? Hold up. I think that's an insane amount. Let me divide 880 by 180. 4.8 yards per carry. Okay, that's not Lampkin level or anything, but still pretty good. 2nd and 2 for Kofi. Another handoff, and he has the first down. First and 10 for Kofi. And it's play action. He has time, and it runs out. They only that's a play at, okay, that's PA boot for only 3 receivers possible to throw to. And it'll be 2nd and 10 for Kofi and this Kansas State offense. And he's pressured outside again. Somehow makes a throw, and it's caught. What an insane throw. And we cannot let this mediocre quarterback do that to us. I'm not trying to downplay Kofi here, but that's an insane throw to make. And that is TP13 with the tackle, with maybe the cleanest gear I've ever seen. I mean, that hoodie looks... I love black hoodies. I'm not even going to try to hide it. All right. For 2nd and 10 for Kofi. Nearing the Peach State logo. He's pressured and sacked. That's John Grenard. Drops him for a huge loss, and it'll be 3rd and 19. I want to rush 3, but I also don't want to give him time to make a play. And he has time, but just throws it away. As that is another, just, you got to have more receivers out there on 3rd and long. But Kansas State, after actually a pretty decent drive, will end up punting anyway. Holiday to return, and he's going to let this one bounce. Touchback. Hand off to Lampkin on 1st down. Block from Souza. There's a flag as Lampkin still moves, but he's going to lose yards. This is another holding on the season. That one's on Manu Aquino. And he held from the line of scrimmage, so 1st and 20 at the 10. Penalties have been killing us all for a while now. Really, Lampkin keeps fighting, still loses 2. And we move the Wildcat on 2nd and long, and Lampkin's out of the game. Okay. Well, Addison up the middle, has decent yardage, but he doesn't have a ton of speed on him. It'll be 3rd and 15 at the 15. Pineda looking downfield, fires a... Why is he running back foot? Why did he throw it back foot? I stopped backing up. Wide open to Moreau, and he just decides, I'm just gonna... I mean, he is pressured. That's not good blocking from Aquino or our center. Maybe that's why the game made him do that. I don't know. But Cookis will be forced to go 3 and out and punt. It's a pretty deep one. And he will call fair catch at the 43. And Kansas State basically gets to rerun that last drive. Kofi with play action. Looking downfield, checks it down, and it's dropped. Great hit from Cam Tandy as they continue to pressure the sophomore QB. When I think he was a junior. My bad. 2nd and 10. Give to the running back, and he just runs through Max Atkins for a huge 1st down. I mean, he just doesn't even get his hands up, really. He just eats it. And that's embarrassing. You mean I did everything right except for the guy decided not to make the tackle. And this time he breaks another tackle. This is a different guy, but there's a flag anyway. And they'll be moving back. Probably not as much of a loss because it's a receiver. Yeah, they lost 1 yard. Okay. Did he really make the block that far down the field to the point that it wasn't even really a loss at all? Yeah, he reached it. Okay, bro. That's insane. It'll be 1st and 11. I don't even know why he blocked him. He had the guy going the wrong way, and that's a huge hit from Mark Cortez. He still brings it in. 2nd and 1. Second and 1. Play action. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown. Doolin gets beat. And that's our best cornerback. Kansas State will tie the game up with an extra point. CPU still can't miss extra points in these games. I think it's weird, by the way. Sure, I've missed 1 extra point, I think, in this entire Dynasty. I think. But still, the fact that they really can't miss is a little bit weird. I don't care about it that much. It doesn't really affect the game that much. But I think it is something that they should at least consider adding since they did make the kicking harder for users. 1st and 10 for Pineda. And he likes what he sees as Lampkin gets 7. On 2nd and 3. It's a screen pass for Doring, and he's going to be short. 3rd and 1. Hand off to Lampkin, and he's got the first and more, brought down at the 35 as we're nearing the end of this first quarter. And it's a toss play for Lampkin, and Souza has to get farther outside. He can't block a guy that's not going to make the play. He's got to block the main threat. And right there, it was that cornerback or defensive back or whatever. Second and long, and Pineda opts to roll out. And he will run. He's got a blocker downfield. And he's off to the races. Makes a juke and is down at the 24. What a run from Oscar Pineda. And now with 25 to go in the first quarter, Majors in motion. He takes the carry, and he's brought down for a huge loss by the same guy. Number 1 is clearly going to have to be someone we watch over because he has made 2 tackles for loss now. End of the first quarter, tie game between these two former Big 12 schools because ECU is not one anymore. K-State still is, and they're Big 12 champions, while ECU lost in the SEC championship.
We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period.
Second and long.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second.
Pineda empty set. They have to watch out for his legs.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun.
And he gets out to Major and is picked off. The ball floats in the air for actually 2 decades, and it will be Kansas State football. This is why I've, especially earlier in the Dynasty, considered turning off revamp passing, because this is just in the air for so long. Like, it just feels like he's just laying it in over there. When I feel like it should be a bullet pass, it's a touch pass. But that makes it free real estate for Kansas State. And it's a quick screen pass. And they get 6 because he makes an extra animation to get even more yards. And it's a give in outside, and he loses a yard. 3rd and 5 for Kansas State. 2 receivers to the right, 2 tight ends to the left. And they'll throw. And it's caught by the running back. All the way to ECU's 43-yard line. If that's like Morrell or something, I'm catching up to him and picking that off. But Grenard isn't a slow linebacker. He's just not 99 speed fast. And that's another great play by TP13. He lives in the backfield. And I know sending so many blitzes is risky, but I feel like if we give him time, he's going to find an open receiver. Heck, even when we don't give him time, he still finds open receivers. Gain of 1 there. Nice job by Atkins. It's 3rd and 11. And it's another play action play, and they've got wide open men to the left side of the field. We should have 2 players over there. Instead, there's just 1 downfield. Am I missing something? Why is he playing man? So, Ricky Hawkins just decides to follow the slant, which is not the play we called. Everyone else is playing zone, but he just decides, I'm going to guard the slant. And leaves 2 players wide open when he could have easily guarded both with 1 zone. We might have the dumbest team in college football because if you just play your zone, it's a free, probably a pressure and a sack, honestly. And he throws that time on the blitz. We can't play zone because our players are just so stupid. It'll be 2nd and 10. And they fire it short, caught, 1st down, as Kansas State has a great opportunity to take the lead. Maybe playing a cupcake schedule in the playoffs has weakened us or softened us up. And it's a handoff, and the running back. The backup is in, pushed in by Carney. Touchdown, Kansas State. Mitchell McCaffrey, Mark Cordes couldn't tackle him, and that's our most trustworthy tackler, so No surprise he got in the end zone there. If we miss the natty because we lose to a team we've never lost to in this Dynasty before, I'm not going to be happy. Down by a score, but we've came back from more than this. Nick Dukes, maybe the worst returner of all time. I mean, what has he done this year? Returning. I mean, I just feel like he hasn't done anything. Maybe we'll move, like, I don't know, Guzman to return man. Pineda, after the interception, checks down for Lampkin, and that's an easy first down, juking out of bounds at the 45. And it is a flea flicker, and he's testing deep, and that's amazing coverage by Kansas State. That's how you play zone, guys. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Lampkin, wildcat formation. He's got a blocker downfield, and he's to the K-State 41. Hard count, and we just move ourselves. I don't think that was Manuel Aquino. I think that was our right guard. I really saw a right guard move. They don't even tell us who it was, so, sure. We'll try that again on 1st and 15. Well, not the hard count again, as we are pressured. No one's open. That's the risk of having only 3 people running routes, because they just ran a 3-man rush plus a blitzer. There's no chance either of those 3 routes are getting open. 2nd and 15, back to the Wildcat. Toss to Addison. He's got a blocker. Ricky Ramsey, who's been a great blocker today. 3rd and 2. Wide open man, Warren Major in for an ECU touchdown. They had a zone, but they showed blitz. No, this is no. I mean, yeah, they faked. It seems like they faked the blitz and tried to get their players to back up, but it didn't matter because this guy decided he didn't want to move until Major was already past him. Now, if I was Kansas State, he's getting benched, but I'm not the Kansas State coach. Now ECU with the opportunity to tie the football game at 14. Troop hits it. This game means a lot for both teams. Both teams have won 1 natty in the last 8 seasons. And both teams have played each other so many times. Can they show them something they haven't seen from the other team before? As the quarterback is pressured and avoids Mark Cortez. Because honestly, with that QB like Cameron Angle, it's impossible to make open field tackles. 2nd is, alright, no, I suck at this game online. I'd be getting cooked every week. But 3rd and 6 after the tackle by Tandy. Going back to man, I don't trust our zone. Now, do I really trust our man either? Not really, but I trust our D-line. And I just got cooked. Wide open is the running back. He jukes, and he is off to the races down. Why did that guy go for a hit stick? He was nowhere near. Anyway, 1st and 10 because of my bad man coverage.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable walking to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read.
Handoff. And he's got 2. Carvalho, forgot his name. 2nd and 8. At the 40. I wonder how good their kicker is, because some teams be having great kickers, some teams be having terrible kickers. And that's a great tackle by Mark Cortez. No gain, 3rd and 7. And that is wide open. Not my zone, by the way. I don't care that you think I should follow anyone who's like, this is this guy's guy. Because he's just too slow. This is kind of his zone. So I feel like if he was actually in this area, he'd be able to make a play on this. But instead, he just, like, has to backpedal? I mean, I guess that's what he's supposed to do. I'm not much of a cornerback guy. I don't know. Ricky Hawkins is having a terrible day, though. That's another wide open receiver because of him. Play action. He's pressured immediately. Finds the check down. Who gets no gain. Cam Tandy having his best game of his career so far, and this is a great time for it. 2-minute warning. 14-all. We got ball first. Kent State's in a really good spot here to just score here, get the ball back at halftime, score again. And that pretty much put this game out of reach. He just fires and is caught. Broken tackle. Doolin also having his worst game so far of the season, along with Ricky Hawkinson, as these receivers are frying us. On simple curl routes, too. They'll throw. And he dumps it off. And he somehow stays in bounds for longer than I thought he would. 2nd and goal. And it's an HB slip screen. Can we get to him? Marcorez is there this time. Doesn't get run over. 3rd and goal at the 5. As they're also wasting time. Quarterback will throw, and he's got a man. Conrad has his back towards the crowd, as this is embarrassing. This isn't man coverage. Why is he? Wait, was it? Maybe I'm tripping. But either way, he never turns around anyway. It doesn't matter if his back was supposed to be turned or not. When the ball is thrown, he's still facing the crowd. As we are having our worst defensive performance of the season, and it's a terrible time for that. Offense is trying, but we can't allow touchdowns every drive. 32 seconds, 3 timeouts. Pineda and empty. Looking to throw. And he's hit as he throws, intercepted. And that's going to give Kansas State a free 2-score lead heading into halftime with the football. And the one question, no one was open, all right? They rushed 3. And, of course, it's Manu Aquino, man. It sucks. He's so, rating-wise, just like Heinrich, he's so good, but he still plays so trash. Sacked by Carney. 2nd and 16, and he's sacked again. Marcorez off the blitz, and he'll be 3rd in the mile. And he just texts down, gets closer, and time is ticking, and they call it with 2 seconds to go. Well, not too hard here from 43 to end the half. The kick is up, and it is good. K-State up by 10 at the break. These Peach State logos are too big, and they look terrible. I'm sorry, I want to talk about the game, but when you look at them, you just want to throw up, because they take up the entire shoulder pad. But let's see if ECU will do anything defensively after the break. And also, we've thrown 2 interceptions. It's been a bad half, man.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
So we are down by 10, and my only question is how are we losing when they're rushing for 15 carries for 15 yards? And I mean, this is a bad day for Pineda to be playing like trash too, but the O-line isn't helping. Lampkin's doing good, but not enough right now. I mean, we really aren't playing good football on either side. And so this is our hardest game of the entire playoffs. And we're playing our worst game of the playoffs. We could have played a terrible game against Carl State, New Mexico State, and won by 2-3 scores. But we will get blown out if we play like we did in the first half. And I got no trust in my corners. Doolin's had his worst game of the season. Hawkinson's had his worst game of the season. Conrad's been mid just like he has all year. Tandy, the only defensive back who wants to win this game right now. I mean, they don't even have to run the ball. They ran it a few times in the first half, literally never worked. And they lose another bunch of yards because they continue to run the football. 2nd and 12. Move out the way, ref. And wide open receiver. I think the crossing routes just got... Oh! The ball is snatched away by Cam Tandy! They're going to call it an interception! No more Cam Tandy disrespect. I mean, just throws under pressure. It seems like it's caught, but he literally took the ball away. Now, would I call this an interception, is my question. So, yep, our player got bumped. Tandy got bumped. Not his fault. Runs all the way across. His first contact is made, and then Tandy dives, ends up repositioning, and taking the football. No joke. Taking the football.
The offensive coordinator begins this drive with
kind of like the Cowboys-Bucks game. It's 1st and 10 ECU in K-State territory as Lampkin first down carry. I think that's given us a spark. First down. Firing it for Moreau. Caught! Touchdown! East Carolina. And just like that, it's a 3-point game. And we're still in it. Despite not being a touchdown or anything, that Cam Tandy play, if we win, will probably be in the top 5 plays. Because I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. And that is not a good return. K-State starts at the 11. Oh, well, you all have a Merry Christmas Eve as well. As we're nearing the final few streams of the season. Oh, I thought this was a play action. It screamed play action. He lost the ball! ECU has it! I think he was down. Don't get your hopes up. I believe that Carvalho was down when he lost this football. I mean, the ball is out now. Wait, that's actually very, very close. And he's still not down. Now it's down. Would you say he still has possession of the ball? At this point. I'd say he does. I mean, it's hard to say, but I do think he has the ball at this point of the play. Because, I mean, the only things that are holding is the ball, his hand, and the ground. But also when you look, does he really have anything besides like his fingertips on the ball? I think the refs will review it. And they won't. ECU keeps the ball. Pineda trying to hurry to the snap. Play action. Firing it for Moreau. Drops it in the end zone. Pineda ain't happy. You've got to catch this. But, I mean, Pineda did blame himself. Makes sense. This is underthrown. but he's wide open and it doesn't hit him. I mean, the cornerback doesn't hit him. You've got to catch this. Why are your hands like that? Who catches a football like, I don't know. Moreau, with his second huge dropped pass of the season, I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated with it. But that's something he can develop. He's still a freshman. And the ball comes out! He breaks a tackle! Pineda just pitches the ball straight backwards. And all of that momentum is gone. How do you make that big of a mistake? I don't even know. As there's another block in the back downfield. It's like the same animation too. Okay, we're just going to take our 2nd and 9 actually. No, they're going to call it 1st and 20. Yeah, we'll take that actually. Man, I can't call speed options in this game anymore. They're just way too risky. Because if your QB gets hit, he'll still try to pitch the ball. And that is caught by the tight end. Marquardt chasing down at the 15. Marquardt can't beat the tight end one-on-one. This game is going downhill. We had all the momentum after the 2 fumbles / 1 interception, which should have been a fumble. But now all of a sudden, Kansas State has a chance to make it a 2-score game again. This is going to be the longest 3rd quarter of all time. Handoff, Marquardt, huge tackle, 3rd and 8 at the 13. I would love an interception right here. Kofi the throw. Finds a man down to the end zone, and he's got it. We've tried hard, but at the end of the day, we just can't force incomplete passes today. And they won't drop passes either. We're not in a good spot. And Pineda also has 3 turnovers, which is leading me to think he might have to, you know, hit the benches. I'll give him another drive, but another drive is all he's getting. And I love Pineda, but he hasn't even had a great season, so I'm not going to stress it if he doesn't play well here. 2nd and 5. Quick for Major. Oh, man, that cut was a little bit quicker. He's gone. Play action. No, that's so bad. Intercepted again. And even though it's my fault, and I know it's my fault, 3 interceptions and a fumble. I said if he didn't work out this drive, he was done. The transfer out of, I believe, South Florida will come in after this drive. As this is looking like it's going to be a blowout. As I said, if we played like we played in the first half, which once again, I'm not going to blame it on the receivers. I mean, on Pineda as much, because just no one's getting open this week. Like the first interception, he was kind of open, but Pineda floated a unnecessary pass, and they went intercepted. Second one, he got his, he threw. This time, not really a good throw or decision. As I think a touchdown probably ends it here for Kansas State and brings them to the national championship. And wide open tight end. We're jogging the guard players now. I mean, I can't believe we forced a turnover twice in the first 2 drives, and we're still in this position. And it's just a dump off. 82 is always open. Although they didn't count as an interception, so he's basically playing perfectly. He has 4 incompletions. 4. He has 4. And he will have 4 still, because he's just throwing it to him and he's open. Man, this is a sad way to lose. We just can't stop Kansas State. Handoff, down short. Actually, not even short. He lost 4 yards. Nice job by Simonette. It's tragic. But our defense isn't playing up to par, and neither is our offense. Well, this is a very important stop on 3rd and goal. Because if we don't get this, it's game over. And he's got it. Touchdown. That's Pineda. They're going to review it. And the foot. I mean, it kicks the pylon. They keep it. What was even the point of the review that took actually less than a second? This year wasn't our year in the first year in SEC. And it's crazy that Lampkin's season will go without a Heisman and likely without a Natty too. I really want a revenge game against LSU. And unless Amadi can pull out a miracle. And unless our tight end can block. And that is underthrown and picked. What was that? Oh, man. Why does every playoff loss have to be a blowout? I would love a close loss in the playoffs. I mean, it'd be heartbreaking, but at least we're not getting embarrassed every time we go to the playoffs and play a tough team. And this is the worst Kansas State team we've ever played in our history of playing Kansas State, as that's a huge sack. Loss of a ton.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. There's contact on the throw.
And they're in no position to go for anything here. Man, our QB play. I want to blame on the defense, but our QB play has been equally terrible. We've thrown 4 interceptions and fumbled. Look at that cut. If Major had that cut, he would have scored on that one play. Did not mean to change the play to whatever this is. Amadi on the play action. Once Major has it. Major out of bounds at the 47. And also, benching Pineda basically guarantees that he is not going to be selected in the NFL draft. He already doesn't have the overall. And now a 3 interception, 1 fumble performance leads us to a position where we need an insane 4th quarter if we want to go to the national championship. We have 9 minutes of time of possession. Oh my God. Maybe I should just fed Lampkin. Probably was throwing the ball too much. Because Lampkin has been great today. But it's kind of late for that, so I won't dwell on it too much. It's too late to be caring about what happened earlier. We've just got to do what we can now, which is probably throwing the ball mostly. Amadi, do you believe in miracles, young buck? That's my question to you. And, I mean, we just can't block number 90. And I don't mean we can't block him as in we're failing to block him well. I'm saying we can't block him as in we're not touching him. Multiple times today. Probably 3. 3rd and 10 for Amadi. He just goes short for Moreau, who's going to have enough for a 1st down. Almost stayed on his feet. Wasting a little bit more time than I'd like, personally. Play action, firing it. Warren Major drops it! We're destined. Major doesn't drop passes unless the game is over.
Testing the right side here.
Lampkin needs to get out of bounds. I mean, I don't get how you drop a touchdown in the biggest game of your career. Well, no, second biggest game of his career so far. But this season, biggest game, and he's dropping passes. But we give him another chance, and I did not see that safety. Wait, why would I not kick the field goal? Hold on, why would I literally not kick the field goal? I need to kick the field goal so I can at least have it a 2-score game. Why, in what world do you go for it and risk it still be a 2-score game, which basically end it? Troop's kick is good. Our offensive coordinator is stupid. I mean, I did just sign him, to be fair. Anyway. Stop here is pretty important, I'd say. Maybe we can get a strip on the kickoff return from TP13 if he can even get downfield. Well, defense, this is your shot to prove that you're not as trash as you look right now. And wide open Tandy, no. Dude, this tight end is murdering us live on camera. He's just open. Okay, now we've got Conrad on him. We need Conrad on him. Nice job by Grutt, and that's like the only play our D-line has made today on the run game. It's been mostly linebackers today, if I'm being honest. This is not a problem if we're stopping the run, but I feel like it's been mostly our linebackers. And he throws! TP needs to catch that! Instead, it's 3rd and 10. They'll throw on 3rd down and long. And he's got a man, and he caught it. Conrad is not a zone guy, is what I'm being proven right now, because when's the last time he's played good zone coverage? I don't think he has an interception this year. And I use the excuse that he missed 4 games, but at this point he's played, I think, like 9 games, and he has not had a single stop. And they're gonna get the field goal. It's over. Oh man. And Conrad might have like 1 interception all year. I really expect to go to the national championship. But hey, season 9. I mean, I didn't win a Super Bowl 2 years in a row in Patriots franchise. I won it in season 3 and season 5. Oh no, it's alright. It's alright. Yeah, you got stiff armed anyway. Why'd you even try, Tandy? You've got to be the worst tackling safety of all time. Well, there's no reason putting backups, because honestly, that just higher chances that they lose. Some guys lose their red shirt. But we'll waste time though. Like, I'm fine with that, but I'm not gonna put in my backups. Should I try this drive? I mean, I guess. I mean, you know, it is over. But I'm saying, like, should I try for one more drive, or should I just? I don't know. Pineda left on a sour taste, man. Just no, like, and I mean, receivers were dropping passes too. Moreau with the game-losing drop, pretty much, because he could have taken the lead with that catch and he dropped it. Moreau just is the least clutch player in ECU history. Hutton, I mean, Amadi finds the wide-open man, Israel. He'll score. Makes it a 2-score game with 4 minutes to go. I mean, he's doing better than Pineda. So in my All-Pro team, my All-Pro ECU team from seasons 5 through 10, Tobin was QB from season 5. I mean, first it'll be 6 through 10, 6 and 7. So Pineda, despite playing season 8, probably won't be in the top 3. And if he is, he'll be 3 because if there's only 3 quarterbacks, then he'll probably be 3. But he's not. He's been all right this year at best. He's been a great runner, terrible thrower all year. I mean, I saw that one cannon throw. I don't care. It was a great throw, but that's all it was. It was one singular great throw. Could we please get an interception? So I need an extremely quick score if we got this stop. And I don't think we're going to get this stop.
Needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down.
Well, he is sacked. He comes with the ball. Pick it up. Oh, my God. Why? Wait, what am I supposed to do? If I'm controlling my player and I put him in the spot to pick up the fumble and he just stands there. I don't know. This game is weird. But, hey, we dropped a wide open touchdown twice now. I don't think the game really cares if it's logical as long as they make sure we do not win. Well, okay. It is it's 1st and 10, 3:16 on the clock. Down by 2. Scores, not points. If it was 2 points, I would have thought we had. And Hutton. Amadi. I keep calling you Hutton. You're clearly not Hutton because Hutton would have thrown a dime there. But terrible throw.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second.
Open man, Moreau. Drops it again.
Incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
I'm very close to getting him off the field. If he wasn't such an athlete, he'd be off the field. But I mean, he's dropped so many this year. Oh man, Moreau was even more open. But what's the chances he even would have caught it? Be honest. What are the chances Moreau catches an open pass?
It's got to start somewhere. It's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do.
And oh my God, their DBs are just all over the football today, and it's scaring me.
Looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. And the wideout goes in motion.
Come on, hike it. Why are we waiting for them?
They look to throw it here on second down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle.
I don't understand that. I mean, we could have easily called a play while they were doing all that maneuvering.
Looking to throw yet again. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's a throwaway.
Okay.
Call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing
1st and 10.
given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They're only rushing 3. It's a gift to Lampkin, and he's down. So we're sadly, I want to score way quicker there, but we're forced to allow the 2-minute warning to go by. That really sucks because stopping the 2-minute warning was what scoring for a 2-minute warning was something that I thought we almost needed to do, and it doesn't happen. 3rd down, Pineda's blitzed. I mean, that's not Pineda. That's Amadi who loses the football. Okay. So that leads to 4 interceptions, and if you'd believe it, 2 fumbles to go along with it. Oh, and we run into him and don't touch him. I'm not gonna call timeouts. That's it. I mean, safety wouldn't really help out now that I think about it. Just a really stupid loss. I mean, fine, I guess. I want to make it a 1-score game, I guess. Anybody think you should call that every time earlier? I don't really care, man. I'm not calling this because I think we can win. I'm calling because I want to make it a 1-score game. And oh no, never mind. Okay. Well, I'm not letting you make it a 3-score game, but I will let you run the touch of the clock out because their quarterback is God. And the reason that you lose so many more offensive games in this game than defensive is because you can control the offense. They just called another, because they had to. You can control defensive losses, because if you can score at the end of the game, you can win. But for your defense, if your defense allows a touchdown on actually every drive, I don't think they punted. You can't, and then you turn the ball over 6 times. And maybe half of them were your fault. We're not shaking their hands. Screw that. So, yeah, 3 picks by Pineda, 1 by Amadi. 2 fumbles today. Which were the only 2 times we even got hit as a QB. So the fact that we're getting... I mean, oh, man. So, I mean, major drop passes, too. Moreau was... terrible again. I mean, Amadi was decent. Wasn't really helped by his O-line. Who, I mean, they allowed no sacks because we got two of the fastest quarterbacks in the nation. I mean, Marcorez worked his butt off. We still got trucked. I want to play on the defense, but at the end of the day, 6 turnovers is 6 turnovers. It definitely was a fun season, though. I mean, it was a. If I had to rank it, because season 7 has to be number 1, right? I hated season 4. That's gotta be the worst season, right? Season 2 was great. Season 3 was amazing. Season 5 was alright. Season 6 was good. That was like, I think someone won some sort of award. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, it was Grenard. I probably put it like in the upper middle. So where do I usually end the stream? I mean, like, yeah. Let's see. Well, I don't know. Maybe a heartbreaking loss would be worse in the playoffs because then I'm like just mad. Would I kind of accept? I said we were going to lose since the major drop because you don't drop wide open passes in this game for no reason. It's in an important moment. Like you're not going to be winning 31-7 against a team then drop an open pass. It's going to be when you're down by a score or two and you need it, which I think is something that the game could fix. Because I think the game overrides sliders at some points, which, I mean, sliders are already kind of useless, because if you move injury slider up by 1, then your players will go out every play, and if you lower it, you'll have no injuries for 5 weeks in a row. But I need to see something. So, this is season 7. Did I really just end it at the Natty week? There's no way I ended it at the Natty week. I ended it at, okay, the first week of recruiting. Or basically. Will I be able to look at stats and records again? I don't think I will, so I'll look at stats then the season. Pineda, I mean, he threw for a lot of touchdowns. He was accurate most of the time. But I didn't feel like, man, he is not clutch. I feel like Tobin had magic. I feel like Garcia and Hauser had some magic. This man had no magic. He wasn't a dog like those guys were. Lampkin has an insane season. If we got to the Natty, he probably would have ran for 2,000. He's not going to come back. He's going to the draft. We're not surprised about that. He almost had 300 carries, 13 touchdowns too. Pineda with 14 rushing touchdowns and 9 fumbles. Major had a pretty good year. He'll be closing out his career. Well, it counts on how fast he progresses. If he gets to a mid-90 or even a low 90, he's probably leaving next year. If not, he'll leave in his senior season. Moreau was, man, I hate Moreau. He dropped so many passes this year. He dropped 4, and that's a lot for this game. And the reason I'm going to say it's a lot because I think all of those are like uncontested throws, mostly. So, like, it was probably our best statistical tight end season of the entire Dynasty. But, like, actual playing the game wise, he wasn't very good. Doring was pretty good again, though. Israel, I mean, he averaged 32 yards per catch. It's insane. Probably went Lampkin. I mean, Lampkin had 2,500 scrimmage yards nearly. That's insane. Man, Aquino was terrible. I know he's a sophomore, but that screams Chris Francis. Miguel Marcorez, almost 140 tackles. So Grenard ends up jumping Tobin in sacks by a large margin. 8 sacks for Tobin, 17 for Carney. Did Carney do enough to jump Tobin in career sacks? Because 9 more is a lot. I don't know if he did, but he might have jumped him at the end of the year because Tobin was trash at the end of the season. Nope, Tobin keeps it with 47. So how much did Carney end up having? $44.5, so he's only 3 behind. As they both will be going to the draft. Tobin didn't progress his entire career, not 1 overall, it's a glitch. So he won't be getting drafted. Carney likely will, probably be a later round pick. But let's continue. Look at stats. Interception leader was Doolin with 7. He had a great year besides the last game. So did Hawkinson. Atkins was, I'll give him like a B grade. Tandy gets like a C. He wasn't good until that last game, and it was already too late for me to like fix his old season. Doolin led with deflection. Man, Conrad isn't anywhere. So he finished the season with 47 tackles, 3 TFLs, 1 pick, 1 deflection. I mean, he existed, I guess. You might be saying it's because the fact that he didn't have as many tackles as Doolin is good. But at some point in college football, you've got to be a playmaker, and Conrad isn't. So they didn't give it, like, they called it an interception for Tandy, but they didn't call it an interception for the quarterback. I'm very confused, but Troop is finally gone. Finally, he needed to go. And he will be leaving. Another 13-3 season. Why does he keep telling me to hire staff? I have my staff. This is my guy. Well, they're still saying he's Hawaii right now, but he will not be Hawaii. One day I should have ranked all the seasons based on how much I enjoyed them. I mean, these are 2 of the 3 teams that beat me, and they're both in the Natty. I don't want Kansas State to eclipse me in total national championships, so I'm pulling for LSU. And I get 100 XP, very valuable. Oh, my pro potential went up to an A+, so some people got drafted. Nope, Kansas State wins. Okay. Well, you got the Heisman, you didn't get the Natty. I'm ranked number 4? Why did I fall below Texas? I have a better record. I don't know, man. They got more points. Hooray. We're finishing number 4. And, I mean, Kansas State's offense just seemed insane, especially when we played them. But I think our DBs didn't show up to work that day. Next week, end of season recap was what we just went past. I don't remember this guy, but he's one of the guys I'm trying to recruit, so he's probably good. Players leaving. We're losing a lot. So we've got a Lampkin, who we've got no persuasion chance. He wasn't persuaded. We've got Grenard, who's rejected round 2. Heinrich, who didn't play, yet is going to be drafted. And Carney, who they say is going to be probably a round 7 pick. So Major is staying as I expected. We're losing Simonet, Troop, Hawkinson, Aquara, who's kind of a disappointing player. I don't want to talk about you. Sorry, Tobin, that your profile was glitched, so you could never progress, even though you were a great player. Anyway, that's it. Let's move on. Let's see the actual draft results and take a quick look at the transfer portal. Draft results. Lampkin, okay, it all went pretty according to plan. These 3 stayed in exactly what they said they'd go. And Carney jumps around to round 6. Our first player not even start to be drafted. Heinrich, I don't know who got him. They're gonna regret it. I mean, I don't know why you thought have you watched his tape? So we've got a lot of players, alright? Are we still number 1? We're probably not number 1 anymore. Nope, we still are. By 9 points over Notre Dame. My school. So yeah, my grades are even better now. Transfer portal. So we've got a 4-star left tackle, a 4-star outside linebacker, a 4-star right guard, and we get to steal a Notre Dame player. A lot of offensive linemen. It's always offensive linemen, though. Of course, it's going to be no 5 stars. 4 stars. I mean, these are the only ones that even want to come to our school, apparently. Come on, guys. It's ECU. What else could you want? There's not even that many, so it's not really that surprising that not many of them want to go to ECU. English is not my strong suit. No 3-stars want to go to ECU. Wait, no, I'm tripping. There's a safety. Well, I mean, sure, I'll steal from Charlotte. How many 2-stars want to be here? A lot of them. I don't care. They're 2-stars. And then we'll probably just add maybe. And there might be some players who did not end up. Nope, there's none. Okay, so 3-stars will be what it is. Why am I trying to recruit a punter? I don't want a punter. Scrambler, run stopper. We'll check out this kicker, I guess, and this guy. All right. I mean, this will be all done next week or next stream, however you want to word it. I enjoyed the season. You know, it didn't go exactly how we wanted, but it rarely does. We've won one natty in what 8 seasons. I hope you guys enjoyed. Really. See you guys next time, man. Adios.